Okay, so in this video, we're going to cover another one of the operations that the system performs on the channel inputs. So the last video, we talked about addition, but the system can also perform subtraction. So this first operational amplifier right here is a difference amplifier. So it's just going to take the difference between these two input channels. Since all the resistance values are the same, there will be no scaling, so they'll just simply do simple subtraction. So it'll take the input at the plus terminal and subtract it from the minus terminal and put it at the output. And then this second operational amplifier is just to buffer the result and boost its power and then output it back out. So one thing that you need to notice here is that channel 2 is right here and it goes into the positive input. That means that this operation will form channel 2 minus channel 1. So that might seem a bit backwards because originally the system is supposed to perform channel 1 minus channel 2, but it's opposite here because at the very end, like I said multiple times, we'll invert the signal again, so then it will come back, it'll be inverted back again, so that's channel 1 minus channel 2 again. So no need to worry about that. It looks backwards now, but it'll get fixed at the very end. As per usual, we have this plus or minus 12 volts for our entire system. So all we have to do here is just input our channel signals that we obtained earlier. There's channel 1. Load that in there. Go over here. And then we want to load in channel 2. So these channel signals obviously have are very important once you select the correct signals that you want as your channels, because the system will only operate on the two channel signals. So we're going to run a transient analysis for 1 millisecond on this. So notice we have subtraction. So the subtraction does look like the rectified waveform. Notice that it stays at 0, but it's inverted. It only goes negative. It never goes positive. So it looks like a rectified signal, but it's inverted. But don't worry, at the very end, we'll invert it again, and then it will look fine. But for now, we just have to export this as, let's call this subtraction. Export that as a text file. So now all I have to do is come back in here. Now I just gotta open up that exported text file. So I named it subtraction. So here's subtraction. Delimited, tab delimited, so good to go. So again, you want to check the number of samples on the output. And again, it's about 10 times as many as the input. So we'll need to filter out every 10th sample again. So we'll just have to use the filter macro. And then by running this, we should get 1/10 of what it originally is. So if it was originally 3,900, now it's only 390 something. Alrighty, so this is good to go. So we just have to now save this as a text tab delimited file. I'll have to rename this subtraction operation. And we're good to go here. So with the subtraction operation, just like with all the other operations, this will be routed to the operation select, which will happen at the very end after I cover all the different operations performed in parallel.